So, I'm delighted to welcome to the studio a musician who has recorded and released an album, Ian Kelleher. How are you?
I'm fine, Ian. How are you?
I'm very well. That's all good in my world, my friend. And you've come quite a journey to be with us today.
I came from Crosshaven, Crosshaven, County Cork.
Crosshaven.
Got the bus down from Cork City this afternoon at lunchtime, just to be on the radio.
Yeah, and Crosshaven is a beautiful little seaside village.
Yeah, it's a nice little spot by the sea there. Yeah, a lot of boats.
A lot of boats, a lot of yachts, and a lot of well-being and people. It's a nice place.
Yeah, it's a nice little village. Yeah,
you're not too far from Myrtleville there, sure you're not.
Myrtleville is quite close. Yeah, and there's a nice pub there called Pine Lodge. They do good music over there.
Have you ever played in Pine Lodge?
I played there a couple of times a few years ago. Yeah.
How did it go for you?
It was good fun, yeah. I was with a couple of bands. This was a good few years ago now. Bands with friends, and we played there a couple of times. Yeah, it was great. But that's a few years ago now.
Yeah, so you're a coastal man. So when you come to Youghal by the sea, the terrain and the territory is not too unfamiliar to you.
No, it's nice as well. Youghal is lovely. I went for a bite to eat there in Youghal and just found my way down to the radio station then.
Well, you're very welcome and we're very glad
Thanks
to
very
have you
much.
here. And we appreciate you sent us in your CD, Ian. Your CD is called Cal and the Cosmos.
That's right, yeah.
Are you Cal?
Well, that was a nickname I had years ago when I was in school, and I did that kind of... Well, I go by the name Ian now, so I don't go by that name anymore, but it was kind of just a tribute to that and to the people I knew, my friends, tribute to the friends I had at that time when I played music in bands, you know. But the idea, was to create a kind of alter ego, you know. I was inspired a lot by listening to David Bowie's album Ziggy Stardust and Spiders from Mars.
The rise and fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars.
The rise and fall, and the way he created an alter ego for himself. So mine wasn't quite as grandiose a title, but it was Cal and the Cosmos I came up with. I thought it was quite good, you know.
You can't beat David Bowie even if you wanted to.
He's very good, yeah.
Can you tell me about the first time you heard the rise and fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars and what it did to your young head and your big heart?
Well, to be honest, I started off with The Best of David Bowie was the album I got. I didn't actually have the rise and fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, though the song is on the Best of album, you know. But yeah, I like lots of stuff, you know. I loved Leonard Cohen as well and Bob Dylan and the Beatles, a lot of 60s and 70s stuff, you know, and it made a big impact on me, totally changed my life, listening to getting into rock music when I was younger growing up, and I never looked back then, you know. I've been playing since, you know.
Can you describe that to me, how it changed your life and changed your outlook?
Well, I suppose I was very studious initially and could have done whatever I wanted to, but then I decided I'd go get into music, and I suppose there's pros and cons to it, you know, but I really found a passion for music and songwriting especially. And when I heard Leonard Cohen's album Greatest Hits that a friend of mine played to me when I was about 19 or 20, I decided then I wanted to write songs, and I love writing songs, you know.
Well, there you go. Well, let's have an example of your songwriting and your singing for the listeners to have a sense of who you are musically. Ian, you've brought me in your CD, Cal and the Cosmos. We're going to play a track called Summertime Dream. Can you tell me a bit about the track before we play it?
Well, I know it's the middle of January now, but we can dream of the summer, so that's kind of the idea, you know. It's a memory of a time growing up by the sea in Crosshaven as a child, a kid, young fella, and, you know, time spent at the beach and barbecues and friends and all of that, you know, days out and swimming and all the fun, you know, so it's kind of a happy memory, you know. Summertime, summertime, sunshine, sunshine, smooth movies. Swimming is groovy. Go out in the fresh air. Oh, what a time, this is the life, singing, laughing, keep drinking. Barbecue, mingling,
sitting out on a chair. Summertime dream, keep dreaming. I was there. Oh me oh my, lovely evening, lawnmowers mowing. The sun is still glowing, seagulls screech in the air. Summertime dream, keep dreaming. So glad to have been there. And down on the rocks, they're nearly catching mackerel. They're jumping in the water down there. Summertime, sunshine, orange, green, yellow and blue. This time in August, I'll catch those fishes, it's true. Summertime dream, keep dreaming. It's me and you.
And there we go. That was Ian Kelleher from his album Cal and the Cosmos. Ian, that song is called Summertime Dream. I'm delighted to have you in the studio. So yeah, Summertime Dream. Tell us about putting that song together. Which comes first? The drums and the programming, the songwriting, the guitar picking or the singing? Which comes first? How's the process?
Well, I kind of started with an idea for the words. I usually start with an idea for lyrics, and I actually did the idea Summertime Dream came to me, and I kind of penned a poem or a set of lyrics that I thought would be good, and then put it to music on the acoustic guitar with the strumming. Got my 3-chord trick there, G, C and D going, and after that then I recorded it on my laptop on my GarageBand with my MacBook. So I programmed the drums and bass with MIDI and played guitar along with it, and then did the vocals with headphones at the end, into a microphone. So it took me a bit of work to put it all together, but I was happy with the results at the end.
So you have written all the parts, you've played all the parts and recorded it yourself?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Myself, yeah.
That's quite an achievement. And I know that your CD has been mixed by Art Sheehan. What did Art bring to the process?
Ari is his name.
Excuse me, I misread the
Ari Sheehan is a friend of mine from Crosshaven who is a musician himself and a luthier and a guitarist, and he mixed the sessions for me. When I got to the stage where I had finished all the instruments and the singing and all the songwriting and everything was done, I felt that the quality needed to be improved a small bit more. So I brought it to a friend of mine who has a little home studio, and he fixed it up for me and brought kind of the quality as such up to a more radio friendly level,
And here we are being radio friendly and radioactive, Ian.
And on the radio now, yeah.
You mentioned a word there, the word is luthier. Can you just explain? It's not a word you hear every day.
Yeah.
Just tell people what a luthier is and what Ari in particular does with his luthiering.
He builds guitars. A luthier is a person who builds guitars, yeah.
And that's what he does. And he
does that for a living, yeah, that's his job, yeah.
And you have a guitar in your hand. It's not one of Ari's, is it?
No, this one is one I bought in what's it called again? Crowley's Music Shop in Cork before it closed down. But Ari did do a job at
on McCurtain Street.
On McCurtain Street, yeah. Ari did do a job fixing it up for me. He
you got to customise them guitars for your own body shape and form, don't you? I mean, not every guitar suits every player.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. Well, I like this one. I just found it and it was a nice guitar, so I bought it, and he fixed it up and put a pickup into it for me so I can amplify it at gigs, plug it into a PA system.
Well, Ian, you're after bringing your guitar on the bus all the way from Crosshaven to Cork and all the way from Cork to Youghal by the sea.
Yeah. We
can't have you coming all this way with a guitar, without giving us a song on the guitar. Would you like to play a song for us, and would you like to tell us what song you're going to play?
Okay, so I'm going to play The Masterpiece, and it's not a boast. I don't mean the song is a masterpiece. It's kind of a metaphor for the heart as a masterpiece in love affairs. So, The Masterpiece. Here we go. When God had his heart broken, the pieces were like jewels. He gave a piece to each of us to get us through a life so cruel. I put my heart together, every broken piece. It will never be finished, the masterpiece. This heart I have cut open, love spills from my veins, and though the heart is joyful, still love becomes a stain. I put my heart together, every broken piece. It will never be finished, the masterpiece. The Pharaoh's daughter bathing where the papyrus grows wild. She takes the heart of a hidden baby and turns to blood the Nile. I put my heart together, every broken piece. It will never be finished, the masterpiece. This heart is perfect. You can clone it from a single beat. But if you give that clone to another, she will take everything you feel. I put my heart together, every broken piece. It will never be finished, the masterpiece. This heart leaves a trail on the highway where I drag it from town to town. The burden has grown so heavy, in the autumn the heart turns brown. I put my heart together, every broken piece. It will never be finished, the masterpiece.
You have just heard Ian Kelleher live in the studios of Community Radio Youghal 104 FM with his song The Masterpiece. Ian, the song The Masterpiece is included on your album Cal and the Cosmos. There's a lovely Leonard Cohen vibe off it, if I may say so.
Thank you very much. I'm a big fan of Leonard Cohen, yeah, and that one is kind of influenced by his early stuff that I used to listen to a lot when I was starting out as a musician, you know. So it is quite an LC vibe, yeah, Leonard Cohen, yeah.
LC, Leonard Cohen, bless him, bless him, and a musician who we miss deeply because did you ever get to see him live?
I did see him in concert in Dublin. I think it was, I can't remember what year it was. That was at the very start of his tour, his final tour. His
old man tour, his Pay Your Taxes old man tour, yeah?
Yeah. It was Kilmainham Royal Hospital. I can't remember what year it was. It might have been 2009 or 10
yeah,
or
it doesn't
something
matter.
like
You
that.
got there. And do you have any memories of the actual gig and the performance? Did he impress you that day?
It was brilliant, yeah. I couldn't believe it, but he played all his hits, all the big songs that I really liked, and he played for nearly 3 hours. He did about 7 or 8 encores, I think. The crowd loved him. They kept bringing him back out on stage, and towards the end of the night the sun was setting behind the stage and there was a beautiful sunset, and he was singing So Long Marianne or something like that, you know. Hey, That's No Way to Say Goodbye, all of those songs. So it was a great night out, yeah.
That was one of the good nights out for sure. Ian Kelleher, you have a few good nights out yourself in Cork City because you are doing the busking and open mic circuit around Cork City.
I go busking around Cork in the summertime, yeah, and I go to West Cork and up the west coast of Ireland as well. But I play in a couple of pubs there in Cork City. I haven't done it for the winter now because I took a break, but I'll be starting again soon. I play at the Brew Bar Hostel on McCurtain Street, and I sometimes play at the Kino. They had an open mic night for a while, but it's not there anymore. But I also sometimes play at the Friary pub on Shandon Street, and there's another one I play at. Another one I play at is the Haven Cafe on Bachelor's Quay, I think it's called, near the cinema.
Yeah, and it's between the cinema and the Mercy Hospital,
right,
down that
yeah.
part, near the Shaky Bridge, that
they
part
have
of Cork.
They have an open mic night there as well, which is good fun too. So,
and I'm kind of more interested in the busking, if you don't mind me saying so,
yeah.
Ian. What's it like for a busker these days? Are people dropping money? Do you have to have a big amplifier? Do you have to compete for people's attention?
You definitely
do people stop and listen to buskers anymore?
A lot of people just walk by, but you do get people stop and listen, all right, and people would throw you a few euros if they thought you were good, all right, you know. But it's not an easy way to make money, you know.
It's hard to make a living busking.
It is, yeah. I'm not doing it full time I'm not doing it for a living. I do it for fun, you know. But mostly just for the experience of getting out, especially in a good day, like if the weather is good now in the spring or the summer or the autumn, I'd go out busking, and you know, it's a day out as well. It's an adventure, you know.
Well, back in the mists of time, Youghal was famous for its busking festival, Ian. It was before I came to live here myself, but some of the locals still speak of it very fondly. Musicians came from all over the country and beyond to busk on the streets of Youghal. Maybe you might come here during the summer and busk up a set on the main street of Youghal.
I could do that, yeah. I might come back, yeah. I was here in Youghal once before with my guitar, and I think I did a bit of busking, but I was somewhere up near the water there. I don't know, I didn't pick a best spot, I don't think, but I might come back again and find a spot on the main street and go busking, yeah. It's a bit cold today to be going out.
Well, I'm delighted you came this far in Youghal today, Ian. Ian, I have to take a break soon, but would you do me the honour of playing me another tune for myself and my listeners before we take a break? Have you another tune in you with your acoustic guitar and your wonderful voice? As well as the 11 or the 10 tracks on the album, I'm sure you have a whole range of other tunes up your sleeve.
I do a good few covers as well, yeah, and I have more songs. I'm currently writing new songs that I'm going to put on my next album when I get around to doing that, maybe next year. So I have another 15 or 20 songs ready to go. But I think I'll play one off the album for today. So this one is called Laughing Song, and it's kind of a funny one, you know. So I played the song to cheer myself up anytime I'm feeling kind of lonesome and blue, you know, as I say in the country songs. It's not a country song, it's a kind of a folk song, but here we go. This is my laughing song. Oh, what a song. It goes on and on and on. This is my laughing song, a laughing song. Was it a bong? No, it's a singer-songwriter singing a laughing song. I sing along a laughing song. Here goes. Ha 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 ha. 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 Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. This is my laughing song, a jazz solo, singing laughs instead of doing it on a trumpet or a saxophone. A jazz odyssey, would you believe? It's a laughing solo. Here goes again. Do your own if you want to. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. This is my laughing song. Was it King Kong? Was it James Bond? No, it was Ian Kelleher. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. Ha 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 ha.
Well, Bula Bus, Ian Kelleher, fair play to you for getting your own name into your own song
My
there.
own name into it, yeah.
Do you know something? I really enjoyed that tune. The laughing song is on your album, is it not?
It is on the album, yeah.
It's on Cal and the Cosmos, the new album from Ian Kelleher. Do you know something, Ian? I'm going to be part of CRY's general election coverage over the weekend. We're doing an all-day broadcast on Sunday to cover the results as they come in from the local constituency and the national picture. And I'm going to have my head so full of politics, I'm going to play that tune in the middle of the day to cheer myself up.
Do ya?
Lovely, I really enjoy that. Ian, it's nearly time for us to say goodbye. You have to catch a bus and get yourself skedaddled out of town if you're going to get home to Crosshaven tonight. There's no gigs for you necessarily coming up as such.
Just maybe I might start doing the open mic nights again soon, so I gave the list of places there that I play, like the Brew Bar and the Haven Cafe, so I might start them again, maybe March or April, you know.
Well, I wish you all the best with that, Ian. And if people really enjoyed your music after hearing you on CRY 104 FM today, where might they get a copy of this CD that I have in my hand? Or can they hear it online? What's going on?
The best place to hear my stuff would actually be on my YouTube channel, Cal Jungle, with a C, Cal Jungle. But it's under Ian Kelleher as well. If you type in Ian Kelleher into YouTube, you'll find all my songs up on that. OK, and just to make it crystal clear, Ian, Cal Jungle, can you spell it for me? CALJUNKAL.
Cal Jungle.
That's just the name of the channel, you know, my username.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, it's just an unusual word, so I wanted the clarification. Yeah. Thanks very much. Well, Ian Kelleher, fair play to you. You have come from Crosshaven with your guitar and your optimism and your songs, and we thank you very much for coming to see us today.
Thank you, Anna.